Welcome back, travelers. As always, we are the Improfessionals, here to immortalize these stories and characters and hopefully entertain along the way. I'm Joseph, the DM for this campaign, Conflicts of Interest, and we are continuing once again. Over the past few sessions, the Rogue Royals have entered the Underdark in search of the captured civilians from Shaman's homeland in the hands of the Draugsha, the evil cultists who worship all of the Tyrannus, all the lead evil gods. They fought through a swarm of bugs. They met the ghost of Iora, Edward Connors. They discovered that Vanessa was still alive, and then they faced off against members of the Draugsha and Shaman's ill-minded brother, Arthur. The battle was intense. The battle led to the collapsing of the entire cave that they were in, destroying the Underdark city, leaving many Underdark residents homeless. The ones that survived, anyway. And in the end, Shaman tried to spare her brother, but Shaman saw the memories of the niece and sister-in-law she never got to meet, and something that is not revealed during session. As he was connected with Shaman and Edward, Kesh and Edward saw those memories as well. And as Arthur faded away, so too did Shaman's smile. But we pick back up with the Rogue Royals having walked in silence back to the area in which Vanessa is in, where all of these civilians, both from this Underdark city and from Shaman's homeland, are corralled for the moment. Shaman sits away from everyone else. Not Arthur. He's dead. No. John, having woken up, not remembering what happened, had the details described to him. He did not approach Shaman. He thought about it, but he has chosen not to. Edward is planning, once he has led Nura and the rest of you to this cave where this demon lies, to lead these civilians, Vanessa as well, and the unwell Afara, which is the Solar Kingdom, to Rhine. But for now, you are all in this area, surrounded by people who have lost their loved ones, who've been taken from their home one way or another. Though the victory has been ensured, the air is filled with loss. So, Rogue Royals, what do we do?
Well, Tarman is going right near Vanessa and sitting by her side.
Is gonna bandage himself up, I guess, and get ready to face his destiny.
She turns looking over his own wounds, patching things up where he can.
Edward is currently examining Afara, though the injuries sustained in this sudden illness that has come upon him is not anything Edward understands. The best that anyone can guess, Afara mostly taking a guess, is that his body, his literal cells, were overwhelmed by fire, and similar to dying from drinking too much water and your cells being filled with too much water, his body is rejecting the flame that he had absorbed. Hopefully, based on the fact that he was able to expel it quickly, he will be able to survive this, but it's unclear if there will be any lasting damage. However, even in his crippled state, Afara asks Edward effectively to carry him over to Shaman. Edward carries Afara over, kind of sits him against the rock that Shaman is Sitting on, Edward just looks at Shaman for a moment. He doesn't say anything, but he walks away after a moment. Afara just sits there and looks at Shaman.
She looks up, and the shine in her eyes are gone.
Afara doesn't say anything. Doesn't try and give some explanation as to the justifications of what has transpired. Instead, he just holds his arm out to her, opening himself up for her embrace if she so chooses.
She's not gonna give a hug like she usually would, but she's just gonna lay her head on his chest.
Holds her, wrapping his arm around her. Just doesn't say anything, just holds you there.
She doesn't say anything either. She just sort of keeps leaning against him. Eventually, she just pulls away and sits back down.
Afara doesn't, fight about it. He lets you move back, and he just sits there against the rock. His breath heavy, his face pale. Edward approaches Nura. Rest will be a necessity if you are to face what lies ahead.
No, it's why I'm healing myself up.
Tarman, who is sitting by Vanessa's side,
Yes.
is just, holding her hand, looking after her, and he'll start humming just a little bit.
As you hum, she begins to hum, kind of in a similar tune as you. After a moment, Afara listening to this, he starts to hum the same tune. John, who's been very quiet, he's kind of away from everyone else. He starts to hum it.
I'll hum the tune myself.
After a moment, everyone stops humming. Edward just gets up. Everyone needs to sleep. As he just walks away from everyone and kind of sits near one of the entrances, and just keeps watch of it.
Nura falls backwards and falls asleep.
Tarman will fall asleep by Vanessa's side.
Well, as a tabaxi, I'll just do the natural thing and start vomiting at 2 a.m.
No, you got it wrong. They do zoomies.
Yeah, you gotta run around. He's just like, for some reason, I need to jog.
I just felt like running. But I'll rest my head back and go to sleep.
Okay. And Shaman, what do you do?
She's just gonna stare blankly at the sky.
Well, it's the ceiling, but...
Oh.
Oh, wait, that is your sky, isn't it?
Just let her imagine.
Damn.
Shaman, you can feel the tightness of your muscles. You can feel the heat from your inner flame. It's stronger. Your strength was increased. I've already went over this. Your leaping flame is now the 2d10 instead of the 1d10, so it was what you could double it to. You can still double it, but we'll deal with, or not double it, you can still add another die to it, but we'll get to how that works later. Your burning hands has also been increased, but we'll get to the effects of that and what the absorbing Arthur's flame has done for you. But you can feel, as I said, the heat in your hands, and you can feel your muscles tightened. You feel stronger, but weaker. Like you're physically you feel fine, minus your injuries. But deep inside there's this hole.
She's gonna sort of sneak away for a moment.
Okay. You walk away from everyone else. Edward does kind of look in your direction, but he doesn't say anything to you. He just looks back towards the entrance that he is guarding. But you see that Edward is still fully awake. You see that he's starting to gather some things. He doesn't seem to approach any of the civilians, as most of them seem to immediately back away from him as they
Yes.
see him. As he stands up and he walks over and he kicks Cash.
Shit.
Just like, yeah, he like just gets up, like claws out, just seeing like what happened.
Then he sees Edward standing over him.
What happened?
Time to wake up. As he walks over to Tarman, he just kind of looks at him for a second, looks at Vanessa, grabs Tarman by the back of the shirt and pulls him away from Vanessa, waking him up.
Vanessa!
Arvin freaks out a bit.
Morning, Captain. Rocky sees ahead. As he walks over to Nura, and he just punches you in the face.
Just backhands you.
Yeah, he just
Nura
kind of
opens his
kneels
eyes
down
slowly.
and backhands him across the face.
Nura just opens his eyes slowly. Oh, good morning, beautiful.
Morning.
I'm not even gonna repeat the compliment, I see.
You're lucky you're beautiful. I, unfortunately, was born as a complete fucking liar.
Yeah.
Wait, you were born as a skeleton?
I'm glad.
How the fuck did you grow?
I'm glad
How did you
someone.
grow?
I'm glad someone got what I just said.
Yes. Does John have like a little switchblade or anything?
He has a sword.
She's just gonna grab his sword while he's still asleep. Her hair is still in a braid, and she's gonna just chop it off.
Yo.
It's about shoulder length now. And she's just gonna put it down, and the hair is just gonna go onto the floor.
Edward sees this. He just sort of. He doesn't really do anything particular, but there's this sort of feeling of understanding. It sort of kind of comes off of him. Someone wake the dog.
I throw a pack of rations at John.
John hits him on the face. He's like, huh? And he just looks down at the rations, and then Edward is just like, feeding time. As John gets up, picks up the rations, and eats some of them. Ugh.
Yeah.
Morning, Shay. John just stops and just looks at Shaman. And his eyes just kind of soften a bit. It looks nice.
Thanks.
Shaman, what did you do to your hair?
I got rid of it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like, we could have done so much here.
We could have gotten like a nice haircut, perfectly even, giving you some.
Think about it. We could have given you a side shave. That could have been cool.
No,
A good fade.
No, Terman's already got that. But some old dwarf goblin lady who's like a hairstylist sees her do that and just and then just has a heart attack and dies.
It's like, honey,
lady, we needed you. We needed your expertise.
her husband comes like, honey, what
Damn
happened?
you, nerd.
Honey, what happened? I don't know. I felt a disturbance.
There's a disturbance in the hair force.
All right, now that that's done.
So Edward, without any level of patience, he also explains that he's gonna, as he has already said, he's gonna lead Afara, Vanessa. Though both of them are probably gonna have a hard time walking, but he'll do his best, and he's gonna lead all these civilians to Rhine. Not whether or not they can actually hold this many people is another question. It's a big city, but this is a literal entire town plus a whole other entire town of homeless Underdark people. Anyways, Edward begins to lead you guys back towards the pathway you guys went that led to that Underdark city, which is now rubble. And that one turn, that one kind of like down, kind of back down to the left that you passed before, he starts going down that way. As you guys follow, it's a very steep kind of incline. It's not like slowly, it literally starts going straight down. Kind of just at enough of an angle to where you can walk down it, but it's very precarious. you're all pretty much just like touching the walls. It's also a lot more narrow. After some bit of time, maybe like 40 to 50 minutes in silence, Edward kind of stops you guys, and you see that this kind of narrow thing kind of slopes off into a cavern. It's pretty much just a drop, but it's only like 50 or 60 feet, with some rope. If you guys still have your rope, you guys just let it go. It might still be back there, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't grab it when
So
so it's back there.
Hold on.
I have rope.
I'm checking my bag of supplies.
I have rope.
No, Shaman, you don't, because you tied yours to Tarman's.
I still have
Oh.
rope.
Let's see.
So, Kesh and Nura have rope, so we just need one.
I'm a freestyle
I
it.
still have.
I'm a freestyle.
I still have 3 things of rope. Anyways, Nura's gonna set up the rope.
So everyone goes down the rope. Edward kind of going last. But once you guys are at the bottom, Edward kind of nods for you to follow, and you guys start approaching. It's very dark in here. Obviously, the ones with dark vision can see clearly. But the only thing, Nura and Tarman, since you haven't activated your thing, the only thing you guys see is a single, like, very faint light. It's literally the shape of a cave entrance. Like maybe a mile down this cavern.
Why does everything have to be so dark?
It is the Underdark. So we're underground and everything is dark. I will say Edward's body does literally give off a blue glow, though. You guys walk, you see some, like, frog-like things with these really long arms, and they see you, and they're like... and they just kind of crawl up the walls, and some of them are looking, questioning, like, maybe we should try something. But then they see the burning skeleton stare at them, and they decide against it. They crawl into the holes in the walls. You see some kobolds who are like sharpening blades, but they see you, and they see a group of adventurers, and with the group that you have, there's only like 2 or 3 of them. They're not stupid. They're like, yeah, we're gonna back off, so they stay out of your way. You see a few bugs, but these ones are a bit smaller. They don't seem as immediately aggressive as the swarm from before. Varying things. You do see some skeletons on the ground. However, these skeletons are like stuck under rocks and things, but you actually see them moving. You just see this one skeleton reaching out. None of them are still. Except for I will say, there's some that are like just skulls and just rib cages, things like that. That doesn't move, but the ones that are mostly intact are still moving. Anyways, after a good little while of walking, you come to this faint, glowing cave entrance. And Edward looks. Worshipper of Cord, this is where you, I, and the rest of the Royals part ways. Your destiny lies within this cave.
Thank you for your help.
He approaches Kesh. If not for your allegiances with the Rogue Royals, I would have ended you. As he walks away from everyone, just starts walking back down the path.
Tell me how you really feel.
Underdark takes his breath. He steps into the cave.
So you begin walking in. Everyone else is. You see Edward. He's about 120, 130, 140 feet. You see, all you can see is him in the darkness with that kind of glow, and then he just puts out all the fire, and he just disappears from all of your views. He's still there somewhere in the darkness, but he's just gone. Like, anyways, Rogue Royals, your harbinger of storms, has begun making his way into this cave. Do you follow?
I follow the harbinger of the storms.
I mean, let's wait a few minutes. If we hear screaming, then
Yeah.
I'll walk in.
I'll walk in.
You enter in, after just a moment, you walk and you find this massive open area. Just as your vision foretold, Nura, you see this body in armor on the floor, on his knees, kind of kneeling. The armor is rusted and damaged, and you can see what bits you can see through the armor. You just see a skeleton. The room is filled with these white flowers that you saw, Nura, in your vision. You saw lightning strike down, and these flowers were created around the room. And on the wall, well, more so laying in rubble against the wall, to show you what this thing looks like, but this is not an exact, obviously not exact. It's not exactly what you're looking at, because you see with this trident speared into its chest, this 25-foot, well, let's say 15-foot demonic entity. Its body is rotted. It has features similar to an orc, the large tusks, the ears, but the ears are more long and demonic. The horns kind of curving forward, spikes just sticking out all across. If you think like Abomination from DC, similar to that if it was an orc demon. But it lays there lifeless against the wall, kind of with this trident just buried into its chest, and these magical seals kind of coming out from the trident and around its corpse. Oh, and one more thing. In front of, kind of in between the Dawn King and this dead orc demon, are these two large swords just stuck into the ground. You can see they're sleek and they are almost wet. Despite being ancient, you can see that this oil that's slathered across these blades is still there. And it's just unmoving from the blades, as if the blades themselves secrete this oil.
Well, you see, now I kind of want to grab them.
Well, they are literally bigger than your entire body, so...
Duly noted. But if I was big Nura...
They would be...
Depends on how big.
They would be slightly easier to pick up, but not easy.
Fair enough. Alright. Nura's gonna walk over to the orc demon, its body.
Its corpse lies there, unmoving. Again, this beautiful, pristine, golden trident just jammed into its chest, with the symbols kind of pouring out from that center.
I look back at my party.
John gives you a nod. We're with you.
I want all of you to be attacking this thing from afar. I want it to focus on me. Nura then extends his hand. His tattoos begin to glow. I grip hold of the golden trident.
You reach, and you grab hold. And you're expecting a hard tug, but as you begin to tug, it slips straight out. And suddenly the pristine trident ages in seconds. It rusts, and pieces of it just break off, and it literally turns to ash in your hands, or dust in your hands, and you look and you hear creaking, and you see the Dawn King's body turn to dust. All of these sigils disappear, and suddenly this corpse just lifts up as it literally starts to stand up from this lying position. Its body kind of completely leaned back as its legs just push upwards, and eventually its upper half follows and just pulls forward. You hear the cracking of its spine as it just kind of lumbers forward. It kind of adjusts itself as you see the muscles swelling, the rot and stuff going in reverse. You can see its body becoming fuller. You can see it suddenly get a couple feet taller. And you see all of it just grow and reshape and reform. It's like watching one of those videos of something decaying in like quick time reversed. It's like its body is coming back together slowly. both of its large hands grab hold of these swords, rip them from the ground, and meet the two blades in the middle as it slashes and just sparks fly. And it just looks, opening its eyes to reveal these bright, glowing green, wrought Nokian eyes, as it looks directly at you, Nura. Do any of you speak Abyssal or Orc?
You know the answer to that.
Let me look.
I don't think so.
Actually, I took an undergrad in Abyssal, so...
I don't think that's true.
I took Abyssal 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
and
but
4.
the Orc demon doesn't know that.
As it roars and you can feel yourselves almost get pushed back slightly, and you can hear it echoing across the chambers as it lifts its blades up. I need all of you to roll initiative.
It roars angry.
Angry.
20.
19.
Oh.
All right, so 20, 19, 19, and 25.
All right, that's actually really cool because Nura and Tarman and Shaman, heads or tails.
Don't forget John.
I will say she can go first.
Okay, that's fine.
Heads.
Because I want to be I want to be hidden and, ready a shot.
We'll say
For the
you're
oth-
not currently hidden because it is where you're all here, but you guys.
Well, he told us to stay back.
Yeah, but you didn't roll stealth. That's what I'm saying. You are back, but it knows you're here.
How fucking dare you, Joseph?
What you did? You never said you were rolling stealth. Anyway,
Well, you know what I'm rolling?
nothing right now because we're rolling initiative.
Depression point.
Okay,
Rolling depression.
so the combat's going to be interesting because with a 20, two people having rolled a 25, that is going to be Nura going first, and then the Tanaruk will go second, and then with a 20, Kesh is next, and then with both having rolled 19s, it will be Shaman, and then Tarman, and then at the bottom we have John. All right, Nura, standing before you is the orc equivalent of a literal demonic entity. What are you doing?
Oh, lovely. Well, first of all, it needs to make a con save.
Ah, I see.
Happy zap.
That is a 14.
Fails.
Okay, cool. It's gonna take full lightning damage.
As it takes zappity zap, 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that's fucking nothing to this thing.
Oh man, you just fucking took out the boss in one.
Wow! Way to go, team. High five.
Yeah.
Let's go for drinks.
Okay.
We can all clock out early.
Proud of you.
Congratulations, you made through phase 1 of 15.
So, you kind of the storm appears overhead and lightning strikes down. This lightning strikes this thing, and it just looks up at the cloud and back at you. And the hatred in its eyes only grows further as its suspicions were further corrected that you are a disgusting harbinger. You are a storm herald. The very thing it swore to destroy.
I'm going to attack.
Go right on my head.
Well, that didn't work.
You go to attack it, and it slams its sword down in front of your sword, so it just immediately blocks your attack.
Okay, we're gonna try that again.
As you try and swing again, and it just pulls the sword from the ground and smacks your blade.
Well, that's some bullshit. That's my turn.
It has declared no.
Wait a minute, you blocked me. That wasn't in the script.
What do you mean I don't hit?
Failed.
It's just like Robin Hood.
I get another.
law?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah,
Hang
that
on,
was the
let me check
reference.
the script.
Yeah, that was the reference.
Well, it missed its first attack on you, but its second attack was a 26, so that's gonna hit. Let me roll the damage real quick. Okay, that'll be 23 damage, Nura. That is already halved. And
Okay.
I need you to make a con save.
Of course you do. 21.
21. Okay, so as his first attack comes, he swings it down. You get it out of the way. The second attack comes and he you try to move, but it catches your side, so it just cuts through your side, and you feel this sudden stinging pain. You just grit your teeth and bear it, and no effects come. So you're okay for now.
Oh, that's the thing that killed my friend.
However, it is not done yet. It does have an extra attack. And it will... Well, it has a bonus action, and it can do an extra attack. But does it want to... Okay, it will... you need to make a contesting strength.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Let's
fuck.
try that again.
Oh, fuck.
You know what sucks? You know what sucks about that? He also has advantage on strength-based things. And he rolled 2 14 straight, so I was like, okay, so Nura will probably succeed. Then he rolled a 13 and a 7. So he's going to, after it's his one attack, he is just going to fucking just, like, use his whole body to just slam you. You're going to move 15 feet, and you are going to take, that's halved, only 6 damage, actually.
Only 6 damage.
Okay. So yeah, he just kind of like charges you and slams you away, moving you 15 feet away from him. Nura is now past all of you.
All right.
That said, it is now Kesh's turn.
Alright, well, I'm moving 30 feet back.
He's just like, bye. Just starts.
And once I'm a good distance back, I'm gonna deal. I'm gonna start taking shots. The longbow, aiming at its sort of chest area, like
Yeah.
the biggest.
Yeah, biggest target.
Aim for the eyes.
That's 25.
We got this.
Well, Kesh hit both of his attacks.
Yeah, and since Nura is not near him, I can't add sneak attack. So that's a total of 27 damage. Oh no, hand. 28.
28 damage. Okay. Yeah. Somebody texted me, how do I cut the tornado off?
What?
I don't know.
Sorry, what?
I don't know. The 28.
Why are we cutting tornado though?
It's like a Looney Tunes question.
Right? I was like, I don't know what you mean.
Just the Tasmanian devil. How do I stop this thing?
Okay, so you fire 2 of your psychic arrows into its chest. It kind of grits its teeth, and it's kind of surprised by the amount of damage that does to it. So it just looks over at you and just like...
Yeah, and when it does that, I want to ask, is there anywhere I can hide?
You will have to roll pretty high because he is looking at you right now. But there is places in the room, so I'll say it will be a disadvantage at the moment.
Okay.
But you can roll. It's gonna have to be high. It's gonna have to be.
Okay, that's a 22.
Okay.
Next one is 26, so it's a 22.
Yeah, so you look and you just kind of dart across the room. He does lose you, but he will get a chance to see you at the start of his next turn. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of stones and stuff in this room, but they're made of the stones are not made of stone. Cash, as you kind of hide behind it, you realize that these are almost like crystals, like made of glass in a way.
Oh, gypsum. Nice.
Anyway, Shaman.
This is my turn.
What? Yes, it is your turn.
Since we're not supposed to get close to it, I guess I'm just gonna use, well, Shaman's kind of angry right now, so she's gonna use, that thing that we talked about.
You're gonna use your new burning hands?
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna try to make its save.
Please, throw hands with this thing, please.
Like how it throwed hands with Nura.
Well, it rolled a 9, so that'll be a fail. So, do you have the amount of damage this does written down, Maddie?
No, you never.
I sent it to you. I literally sent it to you. Maddie.
Shut the fuck up.
God damn it, now I have to find this. So your burning hands, its distance is doubled, so it is a 30-foot cone. Instead of doing 3d6 fire, it is 4d6 fire and 2d6 thunder. The whole chamber will echo when it happens. And
23 damage.
so, to explain, Shaman puts her hands out, and instead of a blast of fire like Burning Hands normally is, this massive concussive explosion of blue flames bursts out, pushing this thing 15 feet back and pushing Shaman 10 feet. You see burns across her arms. But that is definitely going to hurt, and thankfully that actually avoids any resistances he has, thanks to your the strength of your fire. So he's taking full damage from that. So you just completely blast him in the face. She just kind of shakes his head. Again, surprised, he's never encountered fire that actually damages this new form of his. Well, I say new, but he's had it for a while. His demonic form. So you could approach him, attack, and disengage, use dash, because you have mobile already, so all you have to do is hit him.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Honestly, you probably don't even need disengage if you have mobile.
Yeah, so you can do dash and move further back away from him.
I'll do that.
With him being pushed 15 feet back, you guys were already 10 feet. That puts him at 25 feet, and you got pushed 10 feet, so that puts him at 30 feet. So he's 30 feet away when you go to approach.
23 hit?
23 does hit.
Okay.
So you...
And I'm going to use, to do my extra damage.
Oh, you're gonna do, you're gonna boost your thing by 1 extra die? Okay, that is, as your leaping flame, which is glowing a much brighter orange, turns to blue, you take 6 damage.
So, okay, 3d10 plus...
Plus your 1d6, or 1d8.
28.
Isn't it 1d8 now?
Is it?
Her martial arts die.
Yeah, isn't her punches like 1d8 now?
Let me check. 9th level, 1d6.
Okay, so it's still 1d6. Okay. So 28 damage. But again, using the blue fire negates his resistances. So as you kind of charge forward and punch him, he takes kind of the full damage. He kind of like takes a step back from the strike, looks at you with this hateful scowl.
He backs the fuck up, obviously.
Okay, so you have 30 feet. How much movement do you have?
I have 55 speed.
55, so that 40, 50, you can move 25 feet back.
I'm 25 feet back.
Okay. That brings us to Tarman.
I'm going to use my incendiary rifle and then fire with my gun. That is 31 to hit.
Yes.
And for the gun, and that is 30 to hit for a second. So
Yes.
for the rifle, 25. Also, I know that I do not have sneak attack since, aka, I am not sneaky right now.
Or like up close. Yes.
Yeah. So 25 and 16 damage.
Okay. You could roll perception for me real quick.
Roll perception.
Yes.
Wow, that's a nice butterfly there. Wow.
Yeah, you see you see a
butterfly.
You see a underdark lunar like glowing butterfly kind of fly out of one of those flowers. And as far as you can tell, your attacks are definitely hurting the absolute living shit out of this thing.
I love this butterfly. And I'm gonna hide.
I will say, just like with Kesh, it is at disadvantage because you just attacked him. So he is focused on you.
Alright.
Hopefully it's similar to that last roll. Yeah.
Yep, 28.
Yeah.
As I just walk into the shadows, is he just like, "Arr?"
So yeah, after you blast him, he just kind of covers himself, like blocking with his arm. And when he looks back, you're not there.
I just imagine him rubbing his eyes and just like,
Very hard for him to see you. Anyways, John is now going to See, John doesn't have range either, and he's not really gonna waste time trying to figure that out, so he's just gonna go ahead and attack. It's not like it's gonna be focused on the person who's gonna do, like, some of the least amount of damage to it anyways. And John doesn't even manage to hit, so thanks, John. You're here for some reason.
Damn.
John just kind of slices his wrist and kind of moves forward, and he goes to attack, but despite the speed of his attacks, he doesn't land a hit on it. That said, Nura, it is your turn.
All right. I think it's clobbering time.
It's clobbering time.
Yeah. So obviously this is a dick measuring contest. So I digivolve.
What?
He
I
gets
grow
big.
big.
Oh, okay. So you activate your thing. He is still taller than you, but you are of more even size now.
Good. Is this gonna hurt? God damn it.
You swing your blade, and he just bashes it with his sword, kind of guarding himself. One of his swords.
All right.
Has to.
Once again. Okay, so what I'm hearing is I'm just not gonna be able to attack my own boss.
But you have. Well, no, you just used your bonus action, didn't you? No?
Yeah.
That's a charge. No, that's a charge. So you still have your bonus action. You can at least do some lightning. But yeah, your dice is not being.
Yeah.
Dice are not being helpful right now.
Dude.
Dice spot, dude. Chill. What are you doing? You don't got time for all that.
I don't think chill is in Dicebot's vocabulary.
I'm
sorry, it's autocorrect.
What he was talking about.
So I will roll the con save for the big man. That's another 14, so that's another fail.
Yep, another fail. 6.
6 damage, okay. It is now going to attack. Oh my god. Okay. So Dicebot is being very Dicebot right now.
Nat 20.
Oh, yay. Let me guess. Natural 20.
And half damage. That is 41. You need to make another contesting strength.
Joseph.
Yeah, you don't like strong fights because they like to pull a lot of strong bullshit. They like to Baldur's Gate 3 push
Strong
you.
bullshit is my shtick.
They like to Baldur's Gate 3 push you. Yep, fuck.
16.
Well, luckily this isn't a damage thing. It's going to just kick you, and it's going to push you 15 feet away from it, and it's going to attack. Well, I guess right now the only person it can see, which would be Shaman, because John didn't hurt it, so it doesn't give a fuck about him. Oh my god, what the fuck? No! You're kidding me! You're actually joking. This thing does so much damage too. Fuck.
How much damage am I taking?
72.
Yes.
I'm almost down, but that's okay.
Look, I was expecting it to be like a crit city in here. Shaman, you need to make a con save.
Well, you see, that's the problem. It is. Just not for us.
23, not 20.
Wow. So Shaman, you take the damage, but you don't feel anything. It kind of brings its blade, and you try to jump over it, but it just catches you across your back. You kind of let out like a painful scream, but you land on your feet, and nothing. There's nothing other than a normal.
You did that like a champ.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That said,
Shaman using that angry.
Cash, it's your turn.
Alright.
I just heard it. Heard it a lot.
Oh wait, hang on. I do need to do one more thing. I mean, you can go ahead and go, but
Alright, yeah, I was gonna make my attacks.
yeah, you go ahead. Okay. Yep,
It's an 18, which will miss.
it will. Yes.
And I
Like
will,
you didn't even ask if an 18 hit. You're like, that will miss.
listen, we both know. That's a 25.
Yes, that hits.
I genuinely think nothing is going to hit this thing.
And Nura is near this thing, right?
Nura is no, he actually got thrown away from it.
I was gonna say, you threw me away.
So it's actually closest to, well, it's close to currently Tarman never moved, I
Damn.
don't think. So it's close to Shaman and Tarman.
Okay, so pretty much within like 5 feet of them.
It's within 5 feet of
Ish.
them, yes. I'll say it's
Okay,
within
then
5 feet of Shaman, it's within 10 feet of Tarman.
Alright, then I can add the sneak damage to this.
Yeah.
That's 27 as I fire the first shot, misses, second one hits it square in the chest.
Yes. Yeah, you fire one shot, and this is like as it's attacking, so it kind of goes past it. It notices the blast on the wall and tries to look over, and then just gets hit in the chest again.
And I'm going to hide. 24.
This is at disadvantage, though. Remember, it does look.
Oh, right.
It does look at you once it takes a hit. So.
Alright.
24.
24.
24. Okay. All right, Shaman, it's your turn.
Okay, let's see. I use a health potion.
That's understandable.
44 plus 4. 13. I am going to use a key point to do 2 more attacks.
Okay. Well, you haven't done any attacks yet. Wait, what?
I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
Of course.
I wonder
Why would it
if that
It
hit.
never hit.
Yes, that hits. 30 hits. Anyways, okay, 20 damage. Very good. Now roll perception.
What if
You noticed Nura can't hit shit.
it's 9? And can I back up or no?
Yeah, you can back up.
Okay, I'm gonna back up. Also 25 for my perception.
25. How far do you back up?
25 feet.
Okay. With a 25, your punch landed, and it did damage, but your fire did not do nearly as much damage this time.
Got it.
Not compared to the blue flame. Okay, Harmon, it is your turn. Hey, Boo Boo, it's your turn.
Alright. Gonna spend the last shot on my rifle today
Okay.
because this guy is a prick who's hurting all my friends. Since I'm in the darkness, I have advantage.
Yes. It hasn't hit Cash
Oh.
yet.
Oh, well, you know, it's Kesh.
Yeah, Kesh is just a badass.
That is very true.
Oh, thanks.
Exactly.
Oh, so close to being a crit.
Well, hey. You got
Let's
advantage.
see.
Oh yeah,
32.
Kavan had advantage earlier and he forgot.
Okay.
Anyways, so that your first one does hit.
And the damage that is done is 53 damage.
Okay, you can make a perception check.
13.
Yeah, with a 13, you fire your thing. You have fired this thing a couple times now. Not a bunch, but a couple times. Even the stronger enemies you've shot with this seem to really feel it. You fire and it hits this thing's chest, and you just see faint burns, but far from what this gun normally does.
Wait, is it immune?
No, it does damage.
Alright, so it's just doing half damage.
Yes. Fire, unless it is extremely, extremely hot, is only doing half damage.
Alright. So, after learning this, Tarman will spend his round and fire once more with just the normal
Good.
pistol. 27?
Yep.
I know that sneak attack's probably gone right now, right?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes. Your gun.
Yeah.
You have an explosion gun. I think he noticed.
Ah, but he's big dumb. Look at me, big Rotnook. I'm kidding, no.
You really want to recognize the
No,
big
I'm joking. I'm joking. 20 damage, and yeah, I'm gonna go say hi to that wall over there in the dark.
Okay.
Hi, wall in the dark.
Okay.
Hi, Tarman!
Oh, nat 20, but I have disadvantage.
Yes.
plot
sir.
twist is a mimic.
I'm so sorry.
But 30 damage.
Still,
30 to
sorry.
myself.
still 30. He will not see you. I promise. Okay, John, be useful. please.
Come on, John.
Nura told me to stay in the back, so that's why I'm following.
Yes, you did. That's
Yeah.
smart. Hey, John hit it.
I am-
Good job, John.
Hey, good job, John.
So John, as
you-
it's focused on Tarman and them, John runs and slashes across its heel. And it kind of cuts in. It finally notices him as an actual member of this fight. That said, Nura, it's your turn.
And I'm proud of him for that, but I'm also scared for him.
Yeah, it's like, oh, a target.
See, you know what? I think I'm gonna pray.
You close your eyes, and you take 2 damage.
God damn you, Cord.
You take 2 psychic damage. Brace yourself. He expects better of you, especially here.
Can I at least keep my bonus action?
Yes.
'Cause you know what?
What's that?
Fuck it. I'm dumb. I'm gonna charge forward, and even though he's slightly bigger than me, I'd like to tackle him in the midsection and try to knock him on his back.
Okay. This is definitely a thing we can try to do. Roll.
I roll athletics.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You're a kind DM.
So you try to you tackle him, and you guys kind of both move a bit, but it's just not enough force to actually get him off of his big old demon feet.
Can I use one of my actions to try again?
I will give you one more try, but that is that after that.
Thank you. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, no, you keep trying, and he just kind of eventually just kind of pushes you off of his big orc demon body.
I would like to kill Dicebot. I will roll damage right now.
Okay, so all damage that you roll, since it is him rolling it, you take. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm about to say, so you're really gonna use Dice Bomb to destroy Dice Bomb.
Hey, does that hit?
That does it, yes.
Fucking finally.
You do hit, yeah, you haven't hit him once.
Shut up.
I'm not.
That's not a mocking, it's just stating a fact.
26 damage.
26
No.
damage. Okay, so yes, you actually managed to get a deep cut in this time. You slash into his side, and he just lets out a roar of pain. That said, is his
Sid's
turn.
turn. However, I have an idea for next round.
That's always nice to hear.
Mind.
Oh my god.
If one god won't help me, maybe another. Looks at the amulet of Bahamut.
Possible.
So
Spaghetti God, help me now.
so he's gonna move away from you, giving you an opportunity attack.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
He's giving you an opportunity attack. What's the problem? That hits?
3? Oh, thank fucking God.
And it seems like you have trust issues about what the DM's doing, which is totally understandable.
I swear to God, Dicebot is actually
29 damage!
Dicebot is 100% trying to kill you guys.
At 100%.
I'm not. No, dude. I cannot. Oh my God. Okay.
What?
Cash, I need you to make a con save.
Why is
Alright.
Cash making con saves now?
He was sawed. He got sodded out.
10.
Okay, well you fail, but we'll get to what that does in a second. So you take, Cash, you take 69 damage. Nice.
I mean, not so nice, but nice.
Yeah, not nice that you're taking it, but nice that it's 69. Okay, so Cash, as you're hidden behind this, one of these glass stones, you see him approaching, so you try to run out from behind it, but as you're running, he kind of catches you with the blade, just kind of catching your side and just cutting through. You kind of keep running and you actually stop, and you hold your side. You're breathing heavily, breathing, and then you stop breathing.
What? No. I'm not doing this again with you.
As you try to breathe, you can't. I need you to make a wisdom save.
15.
15. Okay, so you managed to hold your mentality together, but the poison that is on these blades is now preventing you from breathing. You have 4 rounds before you will pass out.
I thought you were gonna say 4 rounds until you die. I was like, God dang.
Technically,
I mean, in this situation, same thing.
but Kesh, you just suddenly cannot breathe. You managed to keep your composure. You do know, with your composure kept, that speaking will cost you time.
Gotcha.
And it is, having attacked you, it's going to move away from you, Kesh. You have an opportunity attack.
Okay. 20.
That misses, unfortunately, because it's going to charge back at Nura.
It really just went, let me just get this guy first.
Yes. Okay. And that is gonna hit. Luckily, this is not a fucking crit. Jesus Christ, that is... Oh yeah, he crit you, by the way. I didn't even say that. Fucking bullshit damage, man. Man of the damage of the bullshit. 21 damage to you, Nura.
Alright then.
And since a round has passed since last time you succeeded the save, you need to make a con save. Ooh, okay. So with the 13, he slashes you across the chest. You just kind of grit your teeth in pain. You try to take an inhale, and you can't breathe. You need to make a wisdom save. Okay, so what is your con? What is your total con, Nura? Like, what's your plus? What's your modifier?
5.
Oh, 5. Okay, so you have a minute as well, actually, just thanks to your con. But you are panicking, and you do not realize if you talk, you're going to lose oxygen because you are panicking. That said, you need to make a strength save. God damn.
You existed.
Well, luckily he did not fling you at a wall this time, because you managed to beat his. Actually, you evened his, because his was a 24 as well. Kesh's turn. Which also takes... That is you now have 3 rounds left. But
Alright,
after this one.
yeah, I'm checking. Do I see... So I was seeing Nura taking a hit. Do I notice him, like, look panicked?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to use Psychic Whispers.
No, the most important thing right now. As long as you don't talk, you'll still be able to hold your breath.
No, you can talk in your head.
In the mind.
Yeah. This is...
Oh yeah.
Wait, were you doing that?
Little baby duck, send them to the moon.
Talking muffled in his
That might be one of the funniest things.
Currently in Nura's mind, the moment he connects in, it's just Doom music playing.
Oh my god, that's so funny though. The idea that he was doing Oh yeah, it's my brain. Okay. You could also, don't forget, Kesh, you can connect to your fellow party members.
Yep, that's a good point. I'll do that as well.
Yeah. Want to help out a little bit since Dicebot certainly is not.
Yeah. So with that, I'm now gonna take an attack.
Okay.
That's a 24.
That will hit.
And is there any? There's no one within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Because he charged at him and sliced him. So he is within 5 feet.
All right. 41 damage.
God damn. Oh, God damn.
Yeah, damn.
Everyone's seeing Karlak.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? The funniest thing is my first playthrough might be as like a version of Logan, which means I'm not gonna be romancing nobody.
He just like me for
Logan,
real.
you need to get bitches. You need to get bitches, Logan.
Though I was thinking of playing as Ronnie for my first playthrough. I'm not sure what I'll
Just
do
like
yet.
me for real.
Just play Ivy.
I can't. They don't have autofolk, and they never will. I can promise you one thing they won't have is those. Anyways, you do have another attack.
No, no, that was an action to use the.
Oh, is it? Okay. Okay, thank you for
Yeah.
letting me know.
Yeah. So with that, I'm gonna move 20 feet back, and I'm gonna hide.
Yeah, it is not focused on you right now. Oh wait, shit, you just hit it. Never mind.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. Fuck. I forgot you had
So
hit it. So yeah, it is with disadvantage. There's not enough happening here for this thing to lose
To be distracted.
focus. Yeah.
So that's a 23.
Okay, 23 is not bad. Though it beat a 24 earlier. It rolled a natural 20, by the way. So.
Yeah.
But
I figured.
yeah, I was like, God damn it. And then it rolled a natural 20 to hit you. I was like, oh, you fucking. I'm truly perturbed. I don't like this many natural 20s for a boss that was designed to be difficult with regular hits. Shay.
I'm alive.
You are.
So I heard Kesh can't breathe.
Well, you don't know that, but no, neither he nor Nura can currently breathe, but you do not know that at all.
Okay.
Breathe air.
Breathe air.
Let me help you punch his solar plexus.
No, that would literally kill them.
Goddamn.
That would knock all the air out of them, and they'd immediately pass out and just drown, basically.
I'm going to attempt to smack him 4 times.
Like grunt.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's attempt to attack him 4 times. Let's go. Can I attempt to stun as well?
Yeah.
That does not hit. 3 attacks hit.
3 attacks hit, and you're gonna try and stun the big guy until his.
It's gotta be 19.
It failed, actually. Despite having a really high con, this thing keeps failing con saves. It rolled a 12. So it is stunned. Thank you very much, Shane.
Yeah, it was drowning everybody. I thought I would stun it. Now I'm going to just punch it in the face.
You have advantage. Well, no, you've already rolled all your attacks. So you will have advantage. That everyone else will have advantage. Charmin, you have advantage. Plus you were... Oh, so you have triple advantage.
God damn.
So,
For your
Charmin.
For a first attack, you have triple. After that, you just have advantage.
I love stunning.
Yes.
So Tarmin is going to activate his jacket and tattoo and draw his blade. As he will rush at the beast, but he's also going to shout something at Nura.
Okay, you hit.
28 still a hit,
The advantage was not needed,
but just Tarmin running and swinging at this beast, just like, get off your ass, Nura!
Oh!
108 damage!
John has advantage as well. Wow, that's a hit, John. Wow, oh. So John, now that this thing is stunned, he just kind of moves in a rapid pace behind it, hitting both of its Achilles, just cutting into them, kind of causing it to stumble. Since it's already stunned, it does kind of like fall to its knees for a moment. It's still stunned. Nura, it is your turn.
But it's still stunned.
Yes.
I'm going to attack it the first go around. I have advantage, correct?
Yes. No, for you specifically, no. Yes! Let's fucking go.
All right, amazing, stupendous. So this should be everything. The crit. 43 doubled is going to be 86 damage.
God damn. Also, that is a round for you, so you now only have 3 rounds left.
Hey, bonus action.
Okay. What you doing?
I'd like to heavily breathe on him.
What? Oh.
My breath attack.
Ooh. Okay. Your breath attack, I will tell you, is going to cost you a round in this. I will tell you that because your breath attack requires you to actually breathe.
That is a fair point. And I'm gonna do it anyways.
Okay. So you are now at 2 more rounds before you will pass out. But you just kind of open your mouth and you expel this beam, and it can't move, so there's no dex save to be made. So roll the damage.
This gonna hurt.
Yes, it fucking is.
36 damage to the face like a porn star.
Yeah, you just blast its face, and it just kind of like lands back. Okay, so that'll be the end of your turn. that said, rather than lose this turn, it's going to take an action, and it's actually going to end the stun. So it's going to use one of its abilities to end the stun early, so it still has some of its turn. And now it is going to use its lair action. As
excuse me?
It kind of just like lifts its swords up, and those glass stones begin to glow yellow. And as those glass stones glow yellow, this aura of energy comes off of them and wraps around its blades. You still see the aura is like tethered from these stones to its swords.
The sound of that.
Luckily, it can really only do like one attack here. So it's going to do that one attack. And who is it going to target? You didn't hide, Tarman. So
I know I didn't.
So it's gonna attack you because it hasn't hit you a single time.
Good.
Okay, yeah. This is gonna be a good move on your end because this is 89 damage.
You can have
That's full. That's full damage.
That is full damage, yeah.
All right, so it's halved from the tattoos that activated, and I'll use Uncanny Dodge to make it a third.
So what was that? I said 89. So that'll be 22 damage.
Sweet.
And I did forget it does have its bonus action, so it is going to attack you again.
Good.
But, and that comes out to 76.
76 for its bonus.
Yes.
I still have the tattoo, so it is halved.
Which halves all damage except psychic, right?
Yeah. 38.
Very good moves. However, you need to make a con save.
13. I know I'm losing air.
Yeah.
But
Tarman.
I will be okay.
Tarman, after this massive hit, 2 strikes, suddenly you find yourself unable to breathe. I need you to make your wisdom save.
Of course. 13.
So, as you take these hits and suddenly you're just incapable. You have had moments before in your life, Tarman, where you thought you were going to die because you were in water drowning. This is immediately that exact same experience. Brings back a lot of memories, and you begin to panic. Kesh.
Probably good to inform him.
You can, yes. You see that his face is beginning to panic.
Don't talk.
Come out of the shadows, and I should have advantage on this first roll, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, currently, is Shaman the only one that can breathe?
Currently, yes. And it's funny because she's also currently not the only one not aware of any of this.
Yeah, my question is, wait, how is he making it so they don't breathe?
It's a poison on the blades. It basically shuts down the respiratory system, so you just can't fucking breathe.
So 23 on the first one, 21 on the second.
21 misses, 23 does hit.
Okay, and so I'll add 29 damage.
29 damage. Very cool. Very good.
And I'll try to go back to stealth with disadvantage. 27.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay, Shaman, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to stun again. Because boy needs to stop.
Good, Shaman.
I'm also gonna attempt 4 attacks again, so let me use another key point. So, first, check if he beats a 19.
Okay.
No. No.
Oh no, against this fucking boss? Are you kidding? Oh, it fucking got exactly 19, so it's not stunned either.
I am not doing well.
Did you? Wait, you haven't hit a single time. Fuck. One more. God
20.
damn it. Really? Well, fucking dice.
So I guess, well, let me get my key point back, because I didn't even hit it, so.
You're gonna need to make a con save.
Oh god.
Also, it's blades.
We're all gonna die here because of you, Nura.
Damn.
18.
You survived. You didn't get poisoned, but the damage is gonna down you, because it would have been bad if it had downed you and you got poisoned, because then you're just choking to death on the ground. That's like insta-fail death saves every turn, so. So Shaman is slammed with the sword as she goes to attack it. It just literally Shaman charges and gets like fly swatted by the sword.
No.
Yes. She gets knocked about 15 feet. She is unconscious. Tarman.
Good luck, guys.
Tarman.
As
Shaman is down and everything's bad.
as Tarman sees his sister down, Tarman just looks at this beast glaring, activating the tattoos and rushing it. First fail.
Nobody can breathe.
Are you kidding me?
Damn it, Dice.
Yep. Fuck you
I
guys.
know how I feel.
Okay, thank you.
I have a D&D session later. I got more to do. Please, let me hit.
Well, you got one hit in. It's fuck you, Dice.
You hit one though.
Fuck you, Dicebot. As I move back
Good move.
45.
Okay, John hit it. That's good. Okay, so this thing is starting to look pretty rough, actually, which is good. That said, it's going to use its legendary action, and a pulse of pain flows through everyone who is currently poisoned. You all need to make con saves, which is everyone who's conscious.
That's including John, right?
No, John. Oh, sorry, no, John is not poisoned.
Wow.
Wow.
Dice Spot's like, now's my chance, kill them all.
Good God. Yeah, for real.
Y'all been breathing air a bit too long.
Okay, Nura, you're okay.
You and the horseshoe.
Kesh and Tarman, you guys lose a single round of your consciousness.
Alright, here comes my first attack. I'm gonna assume that doesn't hit. That also doesn't hit.
No.
Well, I still have a bonus action, and I think we both know what I'm about to do.
I do not.
Please.
Please enlighten me.
And I dig into my bag.
I mean, it's actually going to be very enlightening.
Oh, I know what he's doing.
Yeah. How close am I? Actually, you know what? I have movement. I get close to it.
Well, it attacked you last, so you would actually be the closest.
Cool. I get closer to it.
Okay. I need you to roll a D100.
It's a D100 now?
What do you mean? It should have already been D100. What did I say it was earlier?
It was.
You told me it was 4D12 auto crit.
Oh, I thought I... Oh, no, that's something else. Sorry, you guys don't have that. Never mind. Yeah, 4D12.
Oh, fuck you.
Sorry.
Fuck you, buddy.
Sorry, yeah, 4D12. So that'll be 42.
It's radiant energy. Okay, I break it right in front of it.
Yeah, you just hold it, you just break it. It does manage to move out of the way for the most part, but when you blast, you remove a chunk of its entire side. Nura, since Dicebot hates you, I'm gonna give you one more chance to attack, and because Dicebot hates you so much, and this thing just got extremely injured, I'm gonna give you advantage.
Hey, I got a natural 20.
Try
Love
me
your
again.
Hold on a second.
You blast it with the light of Bahamut. You hear a dragon's roar echo through the chamber. And as it's trying to, adjust itself from that, you plunge your sword through its chest in the exact same spot where the trident wound is. And as you plunge your sword, this demonic orc screams out as your lightning from the sword, all of the lightning, all of the power in this sword goes into this orc. The sword crumbles. But
Hey, that was my favorite dildo.
lightning burst from its mouth, burst from its eyes, burst from all of the wounds across its body, and it fucking explodes.
Hooray!
Tarman, you pass out.
Just Tarman. Yeah. Bang. Hits the ground.
He forgets he can't.
Kesh, you feel like you're about to pass out.
Oh yeah, how the fuck do we fix this?
Roll Make an intelligence check now. You recall the vision. So after the Dawn King was struck with these weapons, after defeating this demon, he prayed. And when he prayed, lightning blasted down from the sky and created the flowers that fill this room.
Oh shit, I get it now. Nura hops to the ground and he eats a fucking flower.
You consume the flower. It tastes fucking awful. It is the most bitter, disgusting flavor you've ever had. It takes a second for you to get down, but once you swallow it, you feel yourself start to breathe again.
Alright, cool. I grab like 3 of them. I run over to Kesh. I shove one in his mouth.
Okay.
I'm still awake.
Yeah, it's just
I'll run over to John next.
John,
Open wide.
John is conscious.
How about Tarman?
John, yeah, you run towards John. I never even got hit. What are you doing?
Oh, my bad. Tarman runs over to Tarman.
Yeah, Tarman, by the way, because I was keeping track of relative time, Tarman could have died because he's instantly failing death saves every 15 seconds.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I shove one down his throat.
Yeah, you shove it down his throat. Once it gets into his system, Tarman, you jolt awake.
Oh, that was close. Oh, he said it, gripping his chest, falling to his knees.
Oh god, yeah, he's like, oh,
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah,
And-
just all taking deep breaths.
And Shaman actually made her death saves, so she is going to be conscious. She failed one, which I got scared, but then she succeeded. She succeeded on one, failed on another, and then succeeded on the next two. So I was like, okay.
I just imagine Nura standing there like, delectable tea or deadly poison.
But
Oh no, we just dealt with the deadly poison. This
But-
is the tea.
Shaman, you wake up from being knocked unconscious. You see everyone is kind of getting up. John kind of running over, making sure everyone's okay. Running over to Shaman. Are you okay?
Okay. Not dead.
As Nura, this storm starts to fill the room, this swirling hurricane. Everyone else.
Hurricane!
Everyone else.
Oh, shit's about to get real.
Shaman, Carmen, Kesh, John, you're kind of like all overwhelmed in the storm. You just feel yourself.
Sabrina!
You guys literally watched Nura disappear into the storm. But Nura, you are standing in the eye, as all of your friends are just like trapped within the storm. Just trapped within swirling chaos. Walking out of the chaos. His armor shining. The trident in his hand. You see the Dawn King. Nura. Stormveil.
Stormveil?
The last name of your mother. Your last name. As you can see within the storms, you see Goliaths. You can just see their silhouettes mostly, but one Goliath stands out as you see through the storm the face of your mother watching you. Watching this moment. There is but one last test. You have traveled far, accomplished much. You fight. You risk death. Such is the destiny of Storm Arrow. In service of Kor. Now I ask you, why? Why do we fight? Why must we fight? What is our mission? Where does your strength come from?
My strength comes from years of agonizing turmoil of watching my friends die. It also comes from them pushing me forward, having known them. My strength comes from everything around me.
Why do we fight?
We fight because if not us, who? If not us, who? We fight because we are born to do so. We fight because others can't.
One final question. Is this the path you choose?
Nura stays silent for a moment. We don't always get what we want. We don't always get to grow up with our family. We never get to see how things could have been. We only see things the way that they will be. And this path is the way that I walk.
He hands you the trident. And as you take the trident, he walks back into the storm, and the entire storm is absorbed into the trident. And everyone heard what Nura said. They did not hear anyone but Nura, because you were all still with it apart, like still connected thanks to Kesh. Shaman, something I feel necessary for you to hear was that speech at the end.
The rose-colored glasses, yes.
Yes. But Nura, you now wield the Trident of the Dawn King. And that is where we are going to end the session.
Nice!
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. I was so excited for this. I'm glad it went well. Did you enjoy, Nura?
So glad I didn't fucking die.
Yeah,
So glad. I'm so happy. You don't even fucking know.
I am happy as well, but we're going to have to end it here. Thank you guys for playing, and thank you, anyone listening, for listening. And we will see you for the next session. Stay adventurous.